Well, it is week 8 of the LCS. I had to just check on in my mind on that because it's going by so quickly. Of course, this coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Power of Evil, who is in the Flyquest aquarium, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Very,
just swimming in here,
yeah,
chilling.
very nice setup. Very impressive. I like what you guys are doing. All right, so you guys just beat EG in, I don't know, kind of an interesting game. It seems like they misplayed at certain points in time, but still kind of had the. It felt like a lot of times they were setting the tempo for that game. I don't know. What was it like for you playing it?
Well, first of all, I was pretty happy about how the draft went because I ate up for mid lane bans and they actually first picked Syndra 2 to deny me even another champion. So their focus was really strongly about, I guess, shutting down mid lane. And going into the game, I think we had this one hiccup around Scarlet Crab. I feel like we read the situation wrong. We actually got a big lead. We secured the crab, but then we went for the fight, which we didn't need to go for. Lost it, and at this point, I think normally I feel like we are not that good at recovering, or I feel like we are bad at like okay guys, let's take a step back, relax, play it slow. But I think we did it today really well. We just played it slowly out. I feel like we secured the objectives, and I think we had not an easy time against that comp, right? They try to set up the objectives really early, so we can't really impact that with the package. So I think they did a good job to counteract what we have in store, but I think we played really good accordingly too,
Yeah. Well, it definitely feels as though you guys are surging right now, even though a lot of the teams or a lot of the, I feel like the conversation, the narratives are based around TSM and the Cloud9 stuff. I mean, do you feel like this is, do you feel on the team as though you are in this really crazy upward momentum situation?
Well, of course, we're doing way better than before. We had this like slump where we lost against like the bottom teams. I think we lost against Dignitas and I think it was Hana Thieves. But since then, we made this recovery. We won against the top teams. We won against TL, EG now. We won against Golden Guardians last week. And obviously, we're holding a 2-0 record against TSM too. So we have it. We had a pretty good showing against most top teams. The only ones we struggled a little bit against was C9.
All right. And now C9 is in a free fall, so I'm guessing you feel more confident against them, right?
For sure. Like they're definitely struggling out there currently, and definitely it shows in the games that they don't just win that convincingly. They are facing, I think, not the strongest teams next week, so I'm pretty curious how they're gonna play out. If they're just gonna stomp them really fast, or if they struggle against these teams, it might be really bad for them for the playoffs run.
Being FC9, I have to ask about this conversation that took place last week across different interviews. I didn't have a chance to ask anybody from Flyquest about it, but this whole conversation around Flyquest and TSM no longer doing scrims with C9, seemingly not on C9's decision. Is this true? Have you guys decided not to scrim C9, or do you have any idea of where this is coming from?
No, we decided to not scrim C9 anymore and to not reveal any strategies for the playoffs run against them.
Okay, so this was a decision, a conscious decision, because you guys were like, we don't want to face these guys in playoffs, having just scrimmed them a ton. You guys have decided to like really distance yourself as much from them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Is that still a good idea given the fact that maybe they're not who you're going to face, or maybe they are less of a threat than some of these other teams?
Well, it's hard to tell right now, right? Since they like started to struggle a little bit. Obviously, this can be like so many different reasons, right? I don't have any insight. Could possibly be as well that like maybe they didn't get the best scrims anymore. Like, I don't know if the rumors about the TSM stuff is true, but I think it's still kind of the same that like we struggled the most against C9. So obviously like not showing them what we scrim with, what champions we play, like what style we play is gonna help us, I think, more,
Yeah.
Having that surprise factor,
Well, I'm also kind of curious what you think of Evil Geniuses having just played them, because it felt like, I mean, they were your match in the semis last year, or sorry, last split, but it doesn't really feel like they were able to retain that strength going into summer. Do you have any ideas on what that is? I mean, obviously they've made roster trades to try to get better, but any impressions on what's going on with them?
I felt like we had a little more agency in the draft. I felt like I don't know if that was just us being really decisive this game or them being undecisive, but I felt like in the game, we most of the time pulled the trigger first. Like even at the level 3 crab fight, we were the ones flashing in and going for that fight, and it ended up not being good. But like if you just go throughout the game, it was like I'm packaging through the entire team, or Wild Turtle Igna are setting up the Asher into hook combination. So it felt like we were always the one initiating, and I think if you're the one initiating, it helps you carries to do more damage. And I could just, like, if we're the ones engaging, they're kind of running away first. I can just pull out all the damage numbers and instantly, like, I guess, swing the team fight in our favor. Then if they, let's say, like, volleyball flash on me, and I need to, like, get into a safe spot first before I can pull out the damage. So I feel like we're just doing way better as a team, pulling these triggers at the right times. I feel like we struggled doing that before.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about C9 and we've talked about EG. I'm also kind of curious. It feels as though increasingly there's a very good chance that the two strongest teams right now, at least what a lot of people would say, maybe you think Flyquest should be in there, but are TL and TSM. And so I'm curious what your impressions are of them as teams, if you think that they are more vulnerable than they look, or if perhaps they are really taking that first place spot from C9.
Well, they definitely deserve to be up there, right? TL just keeps winning these games, right? And they won a lot of games that they just like came back, I feel like, and they just like a win is a win in the end, you know?
Right.
But facing off against them as example, I feel like the first game was kind of in our pockets, and we kind of threw it away at this like really bad Nasher, where we kind of just threw out the game. And the next time we faced off against them, we won. And against TSM, we had 2-0 up against them. So I'm not really like that afraid of them. I feel like they have strengths, and they are like a strong team that you need to be like respected. You need to respect them like going into the match. But from the times we faced off against them, I'm not afraid at all.
Yeah. Very good. Well, hey, quick and easy interview for us today. I feel like we touched on most of the big topics, but is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, we're gonna try to go for the miracle second place run. Then it's not really all in our hands. We need some luck. We need I think TSM and Cloud9 to lose a lot of games, but I think we're gonna try it nevertheless. I think there's nothing bad of like just winning every game, being confident, going to the playoffs. So that's our goal.
Yeah, very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for the interview. Looking forward to seeing how you guys do, and thank you for showcasing your fish, because I think that it makes the interview very engaging. Either way, thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. Hope you really enjoyed it. In the same way that I enjoy when you subscribe to this channel. Also, I have a new book channel if you want to subscribe to that. We're going to start posting stuff, me and Mark. Anyway, I also want to thank you for checking out alienware.com/Travis. There's a link in the video description below. You can use Alienware. Wait, you can use alienware.com/Travis. There we go. And Travis 10 off Q3. Remember, it's Q3 now, not Q2. Save 10% on your order. And so many of you have messaged me for that. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a really good day.